There are numerous ways to describe Dr. Albert Koehler. He is a renowned engineer and entrepreneur. He was instrumental in bringing engineering post-secondary education to northern BC. He's also an author, community champion, and past president of the Prince George Chamber of Commerce. As the author of several publications, Dr. Koehler has also registered several patents and was a founder of Tribotech International Limited, A&A Tools Inc., and the Maintenance Technology and Training Institute of Canada Inc. His awards and accolades include the Community Service Award by the Association of Professional Engineers and Geoscientists of British Columbia for the substantial and continuing contributions to the well-being of the Prince George community, where he was named Prince George Citizen of the Year. Koehler won the Business Excellence Award from the Federal Business Development Bank multiple times and received the Rotary International Service Award for Professional Excellence. He served as the Honorary Consul of the Federal Republic of Germany for all of northern BC for 9 years, sat as Prince George City Councillor for 7 years, and was Director for the Regional District of Fraser-Fort George for 4 years. Dr. Koehler received his Bachelor of Science degree from the Engineering School in Cologne, Germany, and followed that up with a master's and doctoral degree from the Technical University of Aachen, Germany, where he was an assistant professor for 6 years. For his outstanding work as an entrepreneur, engineer, and community builder, UNBC has the honor to present the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa to Dr. Albert Koehler.
First, I would like to acknowledge that we are gathering here on the traditional land of the Clyde Tene. I feel honored for receiving this special degree today and for having been chosen by UNBC as one to receive it. Volunteers, and I'm one of them, like to get involved and work for the greater good of society, but never expect to be honored for it or to receive an award, also not when lobbying for more and better education. Please allow me to briefly go back in time. I grew up on a farm in North Germany and helped with farm work, learned for 3 years to be a certified mechanic before my mother, yes, my mother, registered me at an engineering school in Cologne, a big city 3 hours south of our small village of 150 people. It was then that my brain switch went from off to neutral and then to on. I never stopped learning and studying, and that at different universities. My mother always said, universities are places where you find your partner for life. Right. I met my wife there 1974. We tied the knot 1978, and we are still happily married. We visited this great country at our honeymoon and fell in love with Canada. After our immigration, 1984, a completely new life began. And sitting at English Beach in Vancouver, the day after our arrival, my wife said, "What do we do now? Nobody knows us, and we have no employment, and only a few $1,000s available." My answer was, "Do not worry. We are both very well educated. We will make it." And we did. After days of searching, I found a job as a mechanic at Vancouver Gear Works in the Lower Mainland. Professionally, a big step down after I was employed in Germany as manager of applications with a large corporation in Düsseldorf, and had been assistant professor at a university for 6 years before that. Yes, the new begin in Canada was not easy, but we never regretted this huge step. Interesting that after some years in Canada, I was hired by UBC as adjunct professor and later at UNBC as well. In this country, I got involved in many other activities, including founding and managing a private education institution. Without my wife Jutta, none of that would have worked out. She is a civil engineer by trade and added here in Canada the CGA, now CPA designation as accountant, which was so tremendously helpful with everything we did. Thank you, Jutta. It is all about politics, something I do not want to talk about it today, but imagine, and I would like to quote Einstein, knowledge is limited, imagination is not. So let us imagine that tuitions do not increase every year, but decrease and potentially one day come to zero. It actually is possible. Today, much of what is happening here and in the world is about leadership, which actually is built on education. One cannot lead without being educated. To quote Stephen Hawking, who was obviously a very smart man, if this world is going down the drain, it's all about greed and stupidity. Well, someone who is educated is not supposed to be stupid. This is more important than ever, where we have a population of around 7.8 billion people living on our planet now, a number that is increasing fast, and it will be 10 billion within just a few years. There are 4 support pillars that have been important for me. First, be educated and stay healthy. Second, find a partner in life so you can share bad and good life experiences with. Third, do not be afraid of any work that is coming your way if it's good for the betterment of a community. And fourth, maintain a positive attitude at all times, which is not easy when, for instance, dealing with difficult or sad issues that will happen. There is the saying, if you do not read and or travel, you cannot broaden your mind. Well, let us continue and broaden our minds. This place, UNBC, is the best place to be. Life is not a rehearsal. It is the real thing. Let us utilize it in a meaningful way. I wish you all the best for the future. Thank you.